Stacy's asking, do you guys ever get drawn to a headstone? Not because you feel energy, just drawn to it.
Sometimes.
So yeah, I mean, I think I have here once. There's another cemetery that I have investigated. It's called Bennett Cemetery, and I got drawn to multiple that night, and that was a lot of energy there. Let's kind of head back over. I want to see if there's anything else going on over here where we were set up.
Yeah.
Because you know, we can walk and talk along the way. I might actually stop and grab a drink.
I'm with you, dude.
I need some Mountain Dew.
I got Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
The blue Kool-Aid.
So I'm looking over that direction right now. I don't see anything except for the blue light from the geophone. Tell you what, that thing ever goes off.
Yeah.
It's something powerful.
It's quite skippy.
So there's a lot of neat groupings, and it's kind of odd how they are grouped in threes mainly. You notice that?
Threes and fours.
Threes and fours. Obviously it's families because this is older and they have their plots. Excuse us, it's kind of warm out here and we're getting a drink. Oh yeah, still cold.
That might stand up.
Might stand up. Set this K2 down. Oh, do we have the elf meter out here anywhere?
It's in my pocket.
Oh, let's set it in somewhere in there. If you want to.
Gotcha.
Spread out. I'm a big ghost. It is, okay, so it's getting a little breezier. You notice that?
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm just going to note that it is getting a little breezier and the crypto cord has not gone off.
No.
Sorry, my hand's in the way. I gotta be able to read it.
this way. Hold that button.
Sorry. Oops. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. So earlier we had the K2 going off, plus one of the pet balls as well, and it was steady for a couple of minutes, and they were together. The pet ball and the K2 were going off almost simultaneously, one right after another, right at the same time. I mean, it was going pretty good. Did you just hear that behind us?
Yeah, there's no telling what it was.
No, there's not, but that was...
I've seen a couple of stray cats around here lately.
Okay, so with that being said, we're getting close to Halloween. There's one of the neighbors that lives, again, on the border of this cemetery, had a story to tell about the cat.
Yeah, apparently the cat is supposedly one that will come and lay upon a specific grave. And while I've lived here for several years, I've never seen it, but it is something that has been told to us that is likely, is probable. And you know, we don't have evidence to it.
No.
I've not seen it. Going along with the story, the grave that the cat is supposedly laying on is supposed to be the witch's grave.
The witch's grave. Which is all rumor, a legend, local legend. But that's interesting, though, the fact that there is a legend of a witch being buried here, and then we hear from somebody who has lived right next door to this cemetery for some years now, I would imagine.
Longer than I have.
Yeah. Talking about a cat a black cat that regularly lays and sits on a specific grave. So then the question is that the witch's grave? Because some people say it is. I've asked around a little bit. Some people have never heard of it, and some people have. Both the witch and the cat. I actually asked somebody not too long after we spoke to that guy, which has been a few months at this point, and asked if they had ever heard about the cat, and they said yes, they had. And there's also, and this is, you can Google this too, because I found it on searching Google. There's also a, what the heck?
I'm listening.
It was just random. But there's also a legend of a tall, dark figure with a hat that walks up and down the streets.
I've seen him.
And Daniel said he's seen him.
I have seen him.
And I've heard that, again, you can actually Google that and find it. I don't remember exactly where, but you can. And I would just suggest, you know, if you want to learn more about that, then Google it. But so now we get back over here and everything's just kind of quiet.
The energy's kind of low.
Exactly. It really has.
Oh, that moon, even though it's waning, is
Oh yeah. Huge, super bright, giving off a lot of energy, so hopefully we'll have another wave. and the wind is calm, a little blustery, as in it picks up for a minute or two or three and then calms back down. But when it picks up, it's just nice. It's not a huge breeze. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we do have sensitive equipment out here, such as the REM pods and the crypto cord, especially the antenna REM pods, not so much the Scare Bear, that can be affected by wind and other weather fluctuations, even on a nice night. But this is a almost perfect night to use these pieces of equipment outdoors, and we're just giving it a try. The wind just picked up a bit. Again, it's not bad. It's kind of nice little breeze. Calm the old bald head down a little bit. Is there anybody with us tonight? If there is anybody here, can you touch one of these things on the ground with lights on them? Again, we are at I guess the technical name is the Indian Territory Checotah Cemetery. I always seem to call it the Checotah Indian Territory Cemetery. To me, it just has a better ring to it, I guess. I don't know. We've got some devices set up on a cluster of graves. I guess a family plot. It's kind of hard to read them all.
Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen. Right. Nothing. Woo.
Energy shift.
You feel that too?
They crawled up my back.
Really? So Daniel, I don't know if you heard him or not, but Daniel felt an energy shift. I kind of did too. He said it crawled right up his back.
I'm also grounding though too, so.
Yeah, you are. What's up?
I got touched.
You got touched. He's sitting on the, I don't know if y'all can see Daniel, but he's sitting on the ground over here.
It felt like somebody went like this on my elbow.
Wow. I know how it feels to be touched.
Well, whenever we were at the Hall of Fame, April got somebody or a spirit sat in her lap.
Yeah,
It felt
I remember that. I remember that. As a matter of fact, that was on last week's episode.
Yes, it was. If you haven't seen it, go back, watch it. It's good.
That's right.
If you haven't seen the nights, go back, watch it. It's good.
Tonight's the solos was awesome, especially the caboose.
Yes.
You know, we haven't talked about that at all. So, at what point do you feel like, stood out to you?
Well, definitely whenever I was in the caboose.
Right.
There was a point where I had the pet ball go off, the EMF go off, and then it quit, and then I sneezed.
The sneeze. the sneeze was just like so meant, like timed. I mean, yeah, like spirit was passing through and it made you sneeze like that.
Oh yeah. And guys, if you haven't been around spirits too much, for the most part, they're not going to hurt you.
Right.
They're just interested in talking to you because they're people too.
Absolutely.
But sometimes the way that they interact can cause you to have physiological responses. And I surely believe, because that was a big sneeze, especially for me, I believe that was what happened. It was a physiological response to the spirit interacting. It was, that night wasn't, like a terribly wild night. You could feel some energies rising and falling, but whenever we got in there to that caboose, it didn't matter what we had out, it was interacting with it, and it was wild.
Like when we would just make a random step and the REM pod was going off.
Oh yeah.
I still don't know if we were setting it off or if it was going off.
I don't think we were, because it took a lot for us.
How many times did I lunge at it?
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, I don't know.
Then it wouldn't do it after.
And then it wouldn't do it, and then it would. Random, just bam. I've never seen it do anything like that before.
And I wonder if if there was a spirit there, which I do believe.
Absolutely.
If it was standing there and was doing whenever you were lunging forward, if it was backing up into the EMF.
Ooh.
Because,
ooh.
like I said, they're people too, and sometimes
absolutely
they don't realize that we can't hurt them just as much as they pretty much can't hurt us. I'm not saying that there aren't specific entities that can.
Right.
But, spirits that were once human for the most part, they just want to interact.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
They're still people.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the caboose was definitely interesting.
Well, I also do want to point out, though, that when you had asked, right before that happened, you had asked Spirit, can you please touch a device? And what did it say? Did. And then pet ball right there, and you had to scoot back real quick and show it.
Yeah.
And that's when you stood up.
Yeah, that's whenever I stood
the
up.
REM pod went off, and then you sneezed.
Yeah.
That, to me, is, I'm sorry, very significant.
And those were the three devices that I had with me, was the ghost tube, the pet ball, and the EMF device.
So Terry says, what's up, Terry?
What's going on, Terry?
Terry said, why are you sitting in the road with no beer in your hand? Dude, wow. Okay, so there's not much of a breeze out here, but the elf zone just tipped over. Which, I'm not saying, oh, it's paranormal. It did kind of pick up, though, the wind. It's
a little bit, yeah.
It's been sitting up. Okay, I did not. Did I set that off? Am I setting that off?
Back up.
I feel like the REM pod again. I just did. Okay.
You're out.
Well, I'm seeing if the shadow is affecting it at all because it's pointing that way.
You were leaned over
Oh, I just kicked the.
here. I mean, this
That was me.
Oh,
Look.
see, it got me there.
Hey, okay, so that was you? I wasn't that close though. Okay, was I?
Yeah,
Okay.
You leaned over.
Okay, cool. Hey,
Debunked.
we got to debunk. But earlier, that was not us.
Oh no. No.
And again, I will state, yes, typically you want to use music boxes indoors. But it is a relatively calm night with a few breezes. There's one right now, but it's not setting the REM pods off either.
Terry, you need to get my bone room pod out there.
Nice. Bring it, Terry, bring it. Hey guys, don't forget to catch us over on TikTok. As soon as we're done here, about 10-15 minutes after we're done here, we're going to go live on TikTok. So if you don't follow us on TikTok, it's at afterwalker.paran, P-A-R-A-N, and go hook it up, man. Go follow us and catch us on the live on TikTok. It'll be our first TikTok live ever.
Oh yeah.
So
we'll meet you up halfway.
yeah, Terry said I'll meet you halfway. Heck yeah. I'm all about it. We are going to cut this a few minutes short so we can get ready to go live on TikTok. Terry's always talking about clapper. Man, I ain't old enough to have the clapper. Clap on. You know what? It takes me a while to. What the heck was that?
It was a car.
That was a crazy sounding car. I thought someone was rolling up on us with a four-wheeler.
That was a heavy muffler.
Yeah, it was. That was weird. Anyway, takes me a while to get into new. Ha! He said I'm rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to give my little closing spiel so we can get ready to go live on TikTok, because we're going to bounce over onto TikTok. So guys, again, follow us on TikTok. Come hang out with us live on TikTok. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Afterwalker Paranormal. And follow us on Facebook at Afterwalker Paranormal. Instagram the same. At Paranormal Green on X. And give us 15 minutes or so. And so, oh, what did you see? What did you see, Terry? It might have been a bug. I didn't see it though, so I didn't see what it looked like.
I was watching the screen and I didn't see it, but this is just a phone that I'm watching on, so.
Right. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, we have quite a bit of ambient light out here tonight.
Yeah. Nice
big moon. It's waning, but it's still more than 3/4 full.
He said a blue orb.
Ooh.
We'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I've definitely got to go back and see that. I didn't see it. I wasn't watching the camera. It went from right to left, so this way. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, we need to get ready for TikTok, so give us about 15 minutes or so and head over to TikTok, and we're going to go there, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
See you guys.
Yeah.